Hey everyone, welcome to the Goofy Guy YouTube channel. If you love Disney, you're in the right place. Make sure you click that subscribe button down below and hit the notification icon so that you never miss when a video comes out. Now, on with the show. Hey everyone, I'm Jim Spangler, the Goofy Guy, and today we're going to talk about something that you've probably seen if you follow Disney news at all. The big announcement of the week was that Disney has decided to re-theme Splash Mountain at both Walt Disney World and Disneyland, and they're going to re-theme it to Princess and the Frog. Before we get to that re-theming and what I think about the re-theming, let's talk a little bit about Splash Mountain and the history of Splash Mountain. Splash Mountain is based on the movie The Song of the South. It was released in 1946, and it is based around the Uncle Remus stories. They're fairy tales of Southern plantation life, of living in the South. Song of the South has become very problematic for the Disney company, mainly because many people feel that it glorifies plantation living in the South. And even though in the movie, it comes after the Civil War and the end of slavery, it still portrays a very stereotypical image of African Americans during that time, as though they were jolly and happy all the time to be working on a plantation. And so Disney finally decided to remove Song of the South from their rotation. And in 2001, they put it away, never to be re-released again in the United States. The interesting thing is that they still release it in other countries around the world. And if you look carefully, you can find DVDs or VCR tapes, probably even Blu-ray now, of Song of the South to see it. But they have said that they are not going to release it in the United States again. So Splash Mountain is based on the stories that Uncle Remus tells during that movie. And it's based on the animated versions of that movie, the animated pieces of that movie, which star Brer Rabbit, Brer Bear, and Brer Fox. And so you go through this beautiful log flume that was developed and designed by Tony Baxter, who is a Disney legend, to enjoy the story of Brer Rabbit getting away from Brer Fox and Brer Bear, who are always after him. Splash Mountain opened in Disneyland in 1989, and it opened in Walt Disney World and Tokyo Disney in 1992, actually a day apart. It opened in Tokyo on October 1st, 1992, and in Walt Disney World on October 2nd, 1992. So it's been around for a long time, almost 30 years. And I have to tell you, I will be honest with you, it's my favorite ride. It is by far my favorite ride at Walt Disney World. I love Splash Mountain. I love everything about it. I love the characters. I love the music. The music is so infectious and so much fun. I absolutely love it. I do understand the issues that Disney has with Song of the South. I get it, especially in this time. Black Lives Matter and the George Floyd killing and all the protests that are going on. And so I understand how they're concerned about Splash Mountain and Splash Mountain reopening. So what they've decided to do is Disney has decided to re-theme Splash Mountain to Princess and the Frog, which is set in the New Orleans Bayou and New Orleans. I think this is a great idea. I am not somebody that thinks that Disney should never change anything. Tony Baxter even said, Disney is not a museum. It was never meant to not change. It was always meant to change. Because I've heard some people complain that, what will Tony Baxter think of this? Well, I think Tony Baxter probably thinks it's a good idea, that it's probably time to move on. It's been almost 30 years. And if we're honest about it, Splash Mountain isn't in the best shape. It's had kind of a rough go of it. But I think Princess and the Frog is a great re-theming of this. As a matter of fact, when the rumors started to go around, that was the first thing that I thought of, is that Princess and the Frog would be a great re-theming of this. Great characters, great music, a strong African-American woman lead, who is a strong woman going after her dreams. I just think it's a really, really good choice, a really strong choice. And let's be honest, anytime you can get more diversity at Disney, the better we all are. I think that is just wonderful. And Splash Mountain was tired. Everybody knows about the $1 Million Rabbit that worked maybe 25% of the time. I think I've ridden that ride hundreds of times and seen it working a few times. They've spent so much money trying to get that rabbit to just hop across. It just was not working. So overall, I think this is great. Now, there is discussion about, Disney did this because of all the Black Lives Matter protests and the George Floyd killing, and they're caving to what is happening in the world. And that's actually not true. Disney has been working on this retheming. They say that they've been working on this retheming for a year now. That this has been in the works for quite a while. I have to tell you, I tend to believe that, because if Disney was going to retheme this based on what's happening in the world today, they would have just come out and said, we are considering changing the theming of this, and we're looking into options. But that's not what they did. They came out and said, we're retheming Splash Mountain, and it's going to be to Princess and the Frog. They even gave us the storyline of what's going to happen. It's after the kiss of the wedding, and Louie the alligator and Tiana are getting ready for Mardi Gras in New Orleans, and we're going to follow them through that adventure of getting ready for Mardi Gras, which I think is so great, so much fun. There's going to be great music, great visuals. Hopefully they'll bring back Dr. Facilier to be the villain in it. Hopefully they'll have a villain element in it. There are just some great things that they can do with The Princess and the Frog. And so I think it's a really great idea. Now, this is not happening immediately. They have said that Splash Mountain will open with the parks when the parks reopen right now. So this is a ways off. We're not doing this immediately. We're not having this change as soon as we reopen. This is going to be a big change, and they're going to have to shut down these rides for a while, and the summer really is not going to happen. I would guess that we'll see these things start to happen probably the beginning of the year. And even then, I think that's questionable because of the 50th anniversary. They may decide to not start this for another 2 years. But I think the announcement is appropriate. I think with what's happening as a society, it's appropriate. It shows that Disney is aware of the issues that Splash Mountain has, and it also shows that they're aware of what's happening in the world today. And so I think it's a great thing. I think it's a great change. I think we're all going to love it. Let me know what you think of this change. Do you like it? Do you not like it? I know everybody has a different opinion about it. Do you not like to see changes at Disney at all? Do you like to see them just add things and keep the old things the way that they are? Let me know. Leave a comment down below so that we can have that discussion. I really want to hear what you have to say about it and what your thoughts are. Also, be sure you click that like button down there, or smash that like button, as people say, down there. It really helps the channel. It helps other people find this channel too. Be sure that you go out and check the Goofy Guy blog at thegoofyguy.com. There's also the Goofy Guy podcast out there, so be sure that you subscribe to the Goofy Guy podcast. We do a news podcast and a topic of the week every week. So that's 2 podcasts each week that you get to listen to and talk about Disney and enjoy the Disney love and the Disney fun, because that's what this is all about. It's about fun. Disney's fun and entertainment and joy. So we love to share that. You can also find me on Twitter. I'm the Goofy Guy on Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. I'm the Goofy Guy blog, and on Facebook I'm the Goofy Guy. And if you want to email me, you can email me at jim@thegoofyguy.com. I'll have all those links below, so be sure you check all those things out. Also, check out some of the other videos that are listed here if you're interested in some of the other stuff that we've talked about in the past. And like I said, be sure to click that subscribe button and hit that notification icon so that you never miss another video that comes out. So glad that you spent this time with me. Thanks so much. I hope it was fun and entertaining for you. And I look forward to talking to you next time. Talk to you soon.